Hello, and welcome to the channel. November 26, 2025. The gavel just fell, and the sound it made was silence. After 2 years, 8 months, 14 days, 1 leaked phone call, 1 historic mugshot, 1 RICO indictment that read like a political thriller, countless courtroom circus acts, and enough drama to fill an entire season of prestige television, the Georgia election interference case against President Donald Trump is dead. Not paused, not delayed. Dead. Peter Skandalakis, the soft-spoken, non-partisan prosecutor who inherited the smoking wreckage of Fani Willis's crusade, stood up this morning and delivered a mercy kill nobody saw coming this cleanly. In a 12-page order written with the calm of a man unplugging a ventilator, he dismissed every remaining racketeering charge against Trump and his co-defendants. No trial, no appeals, no dramatic televised showdown where America finally gets to watch a former and now current president fight for his freedom in a Georgia courtroom. Just a quiet signature, a stamp, and a shrug that says, this was never going to happen. And the reasoning is brutally honest. Even if Georgia somehow won every single legal battle still pending, presidential immunity, supremacy clause, venue changes, speedy trial violations, classified discovery fights, the earliest realistic trial date would land somewhere between 2029 and 2031. That's 4 to 6 years after Trump leaves office the second time. Skandalakis actually floated the idea of severing Trump from the others and trying to fake electors first, but then asked a question nobody else dared to ask out loud. Why on earth would the taxpayers of Georgia spend tens of millions of dollars and a decade of court time just to maybe get a conviction in the 2030s? His answer, they shouldn't. Case dismissed. This was the one that was supposed to survive everything. Federal cases? Dropped the moment Trump won, because DOJ policy says you can't prosecute a sitting president. New York hush money conviction? Sentencing frozen indefinitely. Classified documents? Gone. But Georgia was different. State charges. No pardon power. A Democrat district attorney who swore she would drag Trump into an Atlanta courtroom no matter what. Legal experts called it the most dangerous case of the 4, the one most likely to actually put Trump in front of a jury. Instead, it became the longest-running legal soap opera in American history, and today it died of natural causes: exhaustion, scandal, and the sheer gravitational pull of a second Trump presidency. Remember how this started? January 2nd, 2021. A desperate president on the phone with Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, pleading, pressuring, finally demanding, I just want to find 11,780 votes. That call leaked. The country lost its mind, and Fani Willis saw her moment. 2 years of secret grand juries, raided phones, terrified election workers testifying through tears, and on August 14th, 2023, boom. 98 pages, 19 defendants, 161 overt acts, 1 RICO charge that painted Trump as a mob boss running a criminal enterprise out of the White House. The indictment was a masterpiece of prosecutorial aggression. The mug shot that followed 10 days later became the most famous photograph of the 21st century. And then the wheels came off. First, the romance scandal. Fani Willis accused of hiring her secret boyfriend as special prosecutor and billing taxpayers for their luxury cruises. Hearings turned into reality TV. Then the appeals court disqualified her entirely. Then Trump won the election. Then the supremacy clause and presidential immunity rulings from the Supreme Court landed like artillery shells. By the time Skandalakis took over, the case was a patient on life support with no hope of recovery. Today he pulled the plug. For defendants already took pleas years ago and walked away with probation. Mark Meadows, Rudy Giuliani, John Eastman, the fake electors, everyone's still fighting, they're free. Giuliani, already bankrupt from the defamation suits he lost to Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss, just got the best news of his life. Trump's Georgia lawyer Steve Sado didn't mince words. This political persecution is finally over. This case should never have been brought. And maybe that's the line that will echo the loudest. For Trump supporters, today is vindication on steroids, another witch hunt exposed, another weaponized prosecution crushed by simple reality. For his critics, it's a gut punch that proves the system bends to the powerful. When the White House and your sins get buried under procedure and time. Either way, the precedent is chilling. The message to future presidents is crystal clear. If you can delay it long enough, win one more election and get the right judges in the right places, even the most explosive criminal case in American history can simply evaporate. The Georgia case is gone. The mug shot remains. And the question that started it all, did a president try to steal an election, will now never be answered by a jury. Hit like if this one stings no matter which side you're on. Drop lawfare won or justice died in the comments and subscribe, because the second Trump term just removed its last legal handcuff, and whatever comes next won't be decided in the courtroom. See you in the next one. Stay sharp.